Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best compact camera.
Starting at number 5.
Canon PowerShot G1. The Canon G1 X Mark III might be pretty pricey, but it's practically a DSLR in a compact body. It boasts an impressive 24-megapixel APS-C sensor, the same sensor you'll find in the Canon EOS 80D DSLR, making this compact a great stills-only option. The lens has a versatile 24 to 72 mm focal range and retracts into the camera to make it perfectly pocket-sized when you're not using it. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a fixed aperture, so at 24 mm you can shoot as wide open as f/2.8, but at 72 mm the aperture will drop down to f/5.6, which isn't great. The G1 X Mark III can only shoot 1080 video, not 4K, but that doesn't bother us much as it's not what we would buy it for. It can shoot at 7 frames per second in continuous burst mode and has Wi-Fi connectivity for transferring images on the go.
Coming at number 4.
Canon PowerShot G5. Compact cameras with prime lenses or short-range zooms can feel limiting. While a 24 and 72/75 mm focal length is still pretty good, you'll still struggle to shoot anything that's a little way away. The Canon G5 X Mark II comes with a zoom range that covers 24 to 120 mm, however, and has a variable aperture of f/1.8-/2.8, which means that at the telephoto end of the zoom range, you can still use fast shutter speeds and achieve a shallow depth of field, making it the best practical solution for everyday photo taking or when you want to leave your more expensive gear at home when on your travels. It does have a smaller, 1-inch 20MP sensor, but that can be expected with the longer zoom range. It also features 4K video, a super fast burst mode of 30 frames per second, and a tilting, LCD touchscreen. It has a pop-up viewfinder should you choose not to shoot in live view mode, and also has a pop-up flash just in case you need some extra light. If you can live without a bigger APS-C or MFT sensor, this could be perfect.
At number 3.
Panasonic Lumix LX1002. The trouble with big sensors is that you need big lenses to go with them, so there goes any kind of pocketability. Usually. But Panasonic has really hit the sweet spot with the Panasonic LX1002, giving you the best stills and video performance in a compact package. It combines a micro 4/3 sensor that's not much smaller than the APS-C sensors in mode DSLRs, with a miniaturized lens assembly that powers down into a camera body slim enough to carry around anywhere. The LX1002 is a brand new version of the original LX100, which was, admittedly, starting to show its age. The new model has a 17-megapixel multi-aspect sensor, which means you can use its native 4:3 aspect ratio, the 3:2 ratio used by most DSLRs and mirrorless models, or a 16:9 wide format without losing lots of megapixels through cropping. With its external shutter speed dial, lens aperture ring, and aspect ratio switch, we just love this camera.
Number 2 of my list.
Sony ZV1. Aimed at vloggers, the Sony ZV1 might just look like another variant from the RX100 range, but in reality, it's so much more. If you've used one of the RX100s, the sensor and lens will probably be quite familiar. Where this camera excels is the controls, rear screen, and body, making it perfect for YouTube. It too has the popular zoom range of 24 to 70 mm with a variable aperture of f/1.8-f/2.8. However, there is a big change in minimum focusing distance as you zoom, which is annoying, especially if you're using it to record video. The steady shot active stabilization wasn't the best, however the autofocus is very impressive. It has a vari-angle, a rear tilting screen that means it's perfect for recording yourself or taking selfies, and it comes with a mic windshield, which means its audio quality, even with the built-in mic, is still pretty good. Unlike the Sony RX100 cameras, it doesn't have a viewfinder, but it produces high-quality images, is even better at video, and, best of all, it'll cost you less.
And number 1.
Fujifilm X100V. The Fujifilm X100V is styled like a classic rangefinder camera and is the latest model in a highly successful line. It has a new, sharper lens than previous X100 models, in order to do full justice to the latest sensor, and the tilting touchscreen on the back makes this camera much easier to use at awkward angles, without compromising its slimline design. The improved autofocus and 4K video capabilities bring this classic camera design right up to date and making it our best compact overall. The X100V has external lens aperture, shutter speed, and ISO dials which, for those raised on film cameras like much of the DCW team, are just wonderful to use, and it's amazing how they encourage all the key exposure skills we still need but which are easily forgotten about with P modes and digital interfaces. It also has a clever hybrid optical/digital viewfinder which is not just super bright and clear but lag-free too.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.